Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where I am back here with a Morflock and one of his lackeys, and it is time to find out what the lackey has for me this time.
You know what to do as you're told.
You aren't like others of your kind, are you? You know when to do what you're told. Urdon has built many of the siege engines the old man plans to use for the war, and many are still under construction. Go see if he has any work for you to do. Alright, so let's go to Urdon and find out what work he has for us. I think we need to, I guess we take the road along this way, and eventually it should take us to the siege engines. This looks like some scaffolding, and that looks like a siege tower, so I will presume that we are at the right place. War machines. Well, if that's not a confirmation, then I don't know what it is. I suppose we can... Oh, actually, Supervisor's on another ramp, isn't he? Up this way. Ah, it's very useful having quest rings telling you where to go. Ah, found them.
You're one of Morflock's underlings? I'd rather he left me alone.
I'd rather Morflock would leave me alone. I've got work to do, real work, and don't have time for his bluster. Most of these engines are nearly finished. I could use another crate of tools if you need something to keep you busy. Follow the ring wall to the north. You'll find a crate near the anvil field by the great bellows, north of the tower. Okay, so pick up a crate of tools near an anvil field. An anvil field. I presume that's nothing like a cornfield because I can't imagine that even orcs know how to grow anvils from the dirt. I see a large number of people working on anvils. So is this the anvil field? Well, if that's the anvil field, then these must be the right crates. I don't see my lackey complaining about what I'm doing right now, so I will have to assume that we are on the right track. Well, no one stopped me. So here you go. I have successfully delivered the crate of tools.
Wardon gave you such trivial work. Doesn't he know you belong to Morflock now?
Apparently he doesn't. Well then, let's get back to Morflock. I have returned.
I do not think you need a shadow any longer.
I may have been wrong about you after all. These others complain about the work that they do for me, and it is only fear for my retribution that keeps them in line. But you have served me well and without complaint. I do not think you'll need a shadow any longer. You will stay in line or you will answer to Morflock. That will be guard enough. Alright.
Tell Fosh he's to keep you busy until I send for you.
Go to the caverns and tell Fosh that he's to keep you busy until I send for you. If he gives you any trouble, you come and let me know. You get to the depths of the way of the door to the north of the tower. All right, I shall go there right away. Back to Fosh. Hello there, I'm back.
Morflock says you can walk about unguarded?
Well, it won't be my hide if you cause trouble, would it be? Go help Bark in the kitchens. You know where they are, and be quick about it. You might be Morflock's latest pet, but I won't have you getting underfoot and slowing things down here. All right, fine. I will talk to Bark in the kitchen. I'm back.
back for more? I'm surprised you're still alive.
Box sneers at you, his fangs bared, and hands you a dirty rag. Clean the slop off the floor. You know how it's done. Yeah, unfortunately, I know how it's done. Sloppy work. Each and every way. Okay. Blech. Double blech. Triple blech. Well, I think you got the drill by now. Yeah. Okay, more of this. And the inevitable halfway point. Oh. Yeah?
Hey, you there? No, don't look at me.
I don't want to attract any attention now. I've got my hands on a pinch of poison, just a thimbleful. If I give it to you, can you add it to one of the meals for the Uruk-hai? Oh, don't let anyone see you. Okay. He hands me a small half shell containing a few drops of clear liquid. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but okay. Just ambling silently and inconspicuously to this piece of meat that's intended for an Uruk, putting something secretly and selectively into it, very subtly. I mean, didn't break my stride in the least in doing it. I did it nice and carefully. I certainly didn't run all the way from the one side of the room to another in order to put something suspicious into a piece of meat or anything like that. Really? Because I am just so burglarious. Even though I'm not a burglar, so how can I be burglarious? No idea. Well, let us fill the slop bucket. What do you say?
You do everything slowly and poorly.
Ah, is every yaffling as useless as you? Oh, go fill up another pan from the slop bucket and carry the bucket to the dungeons. It's time for the prisoners to be fed again. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Back to the dungeons we go. I don't know how many times I'm going to be doing this. How many times in just one day? Yeah, right. Stick to the right side. Just continue along the way. And now comes the sickening part. You tip the slop into the bucket and it makes a sickening sound. Yeah. Blech.
You've managed to slip away from your guard. That is good.
Oh, that's very good indeed. Malgar peers from side to side, making sure that the guards are not in earshot. I am working on a plan to escape, I see, but I could use your help. Oh? Like, you want somebody who's not currently behind the bars, I guess?
Akka was once the steward of this place, but now he is a prisoner like the rest of us.
One of the other prisoners was once the steward of this place. His name is Akka, and he ran the day-to-day affairs of Saruman's household while the wizard concentrated on other matters. But Akka fell out of favor of Saruman and is now a prisoner like the rest of us. There's little to do in these dungeons but talk, and Akka has boasted that he knows secrets about Isengard that none save Saruman possess. Talk to Akka about these secrets. He may reveal something that we can be of use for our escape. Okay? Just hope he doesn't say, "Hey, everybody, someone's trying to escape," or any words to that effect. Ah, I guess this is Akka. Hello there.
I know
Oh, secrets. Secrets of this place. Secrets you might use.
For I was the steward of Isengard, and this is how I am repaid for my long service. It's all Grima's doing. Grima. Grima. Where have I heard that name before? Perhaps there's a Reader's Digest version of this. Here is the shortened account. Apparently the shortened account was too long even for this fellow. Alright. Let's see what this says. The plans of a wizard cannot remain entirely secret to the steward who runs the household. When Akka learns that Saruman has captured his former ally Gandalf the Grey, the steward finds himself conflicted. It takes little time for such worries to be noticed, and one who is only too eager to speak of these doubts to his master. So in other words, Akka planned to help Gandalf, and Grima told Saruman about it. Well, that wasn't very lucky.
I like you. I will help you escape.
Do you see how it was, friend? I served Saruman well and faithfully for many years, and, but for the lies of Grima, I still would. I like you, and I will help you to escape. There is a way out of the ring that only I know about. You will not find it without my help. Tell your friend if he can get us to the surface and create some kind of distraction. I can then get us beyond the ring. Okay? I suppose I can do that. He has agreed to help.
The steward will help us? Good.
I do not like being so dependent upon the steward, but it seems that we have no choice.
Do not let the Uruks know what you are up to.
Akka will tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring, but we will need two things. A way out of these cells, and a large enough distraction to keep the Uruk-hai occupied once we search to the surface. When Foch took me from the cells to work, I saw some of Saruman's experiments. One of these involved a black powder that, when set aflame, causes a tremendous roar and smoke. Some of the machinery seems to spew out this powder. If you can collect enough of it, we could use it for our distraction. Your relative freedom of movement can help us here, Pine-Sea, but you must still keep up appearances. Do not let the Uruk-hai know what you are up to. Report to Sagruz by the forges and do his work in addition to collecting the powder for me. Okay, so I need to talk to Sagruz at the forge so that I can collect some powder. Got it. Hello there. Anything need doing here? I hope it's not hauling more of these barrels.
Back for more work, eh?
Well, there's plenty of work to do, so don't let me catch you dozing. He motions to scattered weapons near the forges. One of the old man's thralls dropped a barrel of weapons and tried to run for it. He was dealt with, and now there are weapons scattered all over the place. Pick them up and put them back into that empty barrel over there. Okay, got it. Really? Okay, let's get some scattered weapons. There's some scattered weapons. A pinch of black powder. Some weapons. Some weapons. Some black powder. I think we've got a nice routine here, right? Just make it look like it's a natural part of the process. All part of the process. And they don't notice that slight break in routine at the end. There you go. Put the swords in there and surreptitiously stow away the black powder.
Good. I'm glad you cleaned up those scattered weapons.
That servant who ran for it made it farther than they usually do. He made it to the ramp over there. I just wish he hadn't filled the barrel and caused me this extra work. Well, it sounds like he didn't notice that I took something a little bit extra there along the way. Well now, let's get back to Volgar. Alright, I've got the powder.
You managed to get some of the powder. Perfect.
This is going to be the key to the distraction that we will need once we make it to the surface. Okay, so now we have something for a distraction.
What is it they say about birds and stones?
The guards do not bring us to the work on the surface very often, but the last time they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. Yes, I was at the site. I don't know how close they are to being complete, but if we can do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must. What is it that they say about birds and stones? I think the black powder that you collected might serve as the perfect distraction and also deprive the enemy of one of their war machines. Go to the surface and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines southeast of the steps of the Orthoq. The amount that you have should suffice for 4 small piles. We will set the war machine aflame when it is time for us to make our escape. Then the door to the surface is to the north side of the cavern. So, time to get back to the surface and do a little bit of sabotage. I think the war machine that I almost accidentally went to when I was looking for the person in charge of these things would be the perfect place in which to activate this powder. Let's see who's around. Let's just deposit a little bit over here. How about a little bit over here? A little bit over here. And finally, a little bit over here. Well, oh, yes, you wanted to speak to me?
What were you doing lingering around there? Explain yourself.
I don't like the look of you, little one, so start talking. Thought eyes you hungrily, confident that he has caught you doing something suspicious. So you appease him by talking. You tell him angrily that it is Morflock's will that you walk around Isengard unguarded, and if Thok wishes to question the will of Morflock, you can bring the two together. All of Thok's bluster vanishes in an instant. Oh, don't tell Morflock about this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it, really. You don't need to trouble Morflock about this. Sucker. I've returned and I've deployed the powder.
Ah, you have returned. Were you successful?
Yep.
Good, good.
You've done as I asked. Good. I hope setting that black powder aflame will be the distraction that we need to make good our escape. Okie dokie.
It is time we were free of this place.
It's time for us to be free of this place. Well, not now, because we'll have to do this in the next episode of River and Sea.